Welcome to Nebraska Nightly. I'm Zach Del Sante. After the shocking departure of Trev Alberts, new athletic director Troy Dannon was quickly thrown into the fire of Nebraska sports.
Because I asked Troy, when do you want to start? And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm starting today. I'm going to go to football practice. Get me to Lincoln. I'm going to go to football practice. Then I want to be in Memphis to support Fred and the men. And then I want to come back and watch the softball and baseball games on Saturday. And then we're going to go to Corvallis and root on the women's team. And it's exactly what he did.
After his hire, Dannon immediately flew to Memphis to watch the men's March Madness showdown between Nebraska and Texas A&M. After the conclusion of the heartbreaking loss, Dannon returned to Lincoln to watch Nebraska softball take on the Fighting Illini, as well as baseball's victory over New Mexico State. To top off Dannon's busy week, he flew to Corvallis to watch the Sweet 16 round of women's basketball, where the Cornhuskers faced off with the Oregon State Beavers. Men's gymnastics clinched the 2024 Big Ten Championship in Columbus last Tuesday. Their conference title win over Ohio State will propel the Huskers into the Big Ten Championship, taking place April 5th and 6th in Illinois. This win marks Nebraska's first conference championship since its admission in the Big Ten in 2011. Moving over to the women's team, they will be moving on to the national tournament, where they will be duking it out in the Arkansas region. The number 23 ranked Huskers will be competing against the number 7 Kentucky, number 10 Arkansas, and Arizona April 3rd to the 6th. This will mark the team's second straight NCAA tournament berth and seek their first national championship. Back in Lincoln, 2024 Nebraska football spring practice is underway, and as the competition ramps up, head coach Matt Rule is looking for his older players to lead the newcomers.
We need Tommy Hill to make a jump. And we need Ty Robinson to make a jump. And Bryce Benhart and Ben Scott and Thomas Fedoni and Nate Borgacher, Luke Lind. We need all these older players to make a jump. The young players will follow.
In soccer news, standout Sadie Waite was selected to represent Team Canada's U20 national team. She will compete in a series of friendly matches against USA and Germany in April. Waite was a key part in Nebraska's Elite Eight run last season, starting every game and amassing nearly 2,000 minutes played while scoring 4 goals and tallying 5 assists. She and Nebraska will continue their spring schedule in Kansas City on Saturday, taking on Arkansas. That's a look at sports. Let's toss it over to meteorologist Logan Schlottman for a look on our forecast.
We're going to be taking a look at our last week's drought monitor, where we still see parts of Lincoln and Grand Island were in a severe drought. Same thing for Omaha too. But as we go into our new drought monitor data that came out today, we'll be seeing a lot of those areas have been taken out of the severe and now down to a dry and moderate, especially in Omaha, where we see that orange is going away, and especially in Iowa, it is pushed back more. But there's going to be more chances for precipitation, not just this week, but also next week. While looking at our 6 to 10 day, this is going to be the graphic where we're seeing not really a lot of chances for more precipitation, but as we go into the 8 to 14 day, this is where we're seeing more of those above average chances for precipitation are going to be going across the state. Wow. Rain chances for the next 7 days, they're going to be fluctuating from 10 to 30. As we see on Friday, we have a 10% chance before Saturday as a 30% chance. And then we're going to be staying around those ranges with a 30% back on Monday. And then going off to the rest of the week is finally on Wednesday will be our last day where we have a 10% chance before finally going into a dry Wednesday and Friday. Wow. Our NAMS model will be showing a lot of that precipitation moving in, especially coming over from the west of Nebraska. It's going to be making its way over east. This is going to be bringing our chances for Friday and Saturday. While we look at our long-range model, our GFS model, this is going to be starting for Sunday, and it's going to be going all the way over into Wednesday, where we'll be seeing a lot of that precipitation, especially on Monday, make its way over into Lincoln and Omaha and bring some potential severe weather happening. With our 7-day QPF forecast, this is going to be our rain totals for the next 7 days. We're going to see especially lots of southern Nebraska is going to be having anywhere from a trace of an inch to all the way up to half an inch, while over in western Nebraska, we can see chances for over an inch of rain. So this will definitely help our drought monitor. While looking at the week ahead, we'll be seeing those temperatures increase to a high of 70 degrees on Friday before we see a more seasonal-like temperatures for the next 2 days for your Easter weekend, with 59 on Saturday, 58 on Sunday, before we finally cool down even more to begin the next week with 50 on Monday and then 55 on Tuesday, before seeing those rising temperatures happen again on Wednesday and Thursday with a high of 67 on Thursday. That's all for today, and we'll see you back on Friday.